everybody. This is Catherine Williams, your local Santa Clarita Realtor, and I'm here today with Stephanie Davis of a place called Olive Branch in Newhall. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. So glad you were able to come today. So I was wondering, can you tell us a little bit about what Olive Branch does?
Absolutely. So Olive Branch Theatricals is a local nonprofit theater company that reaches out to Santa Clarita and kind of the surrounding communities. We are very outreach oriented, so we try to do a lot of programming that reaches people in the community that don't necessarily already have a theater home.
Hmm. Oh, okay, that sounds interesting. Um, so what kind of people can join? Do you have to be a professional?
No, I mean, we love professionals, but we are encouraging anybody in the community who wants to audition or wants to volunteer or wants to be a part. We have a place for everyone, or we will make a place for everyone. So really, anybody can come and be a part of Olive Branch.
Wow. So what kind of volunteer positions are there?
So if you want to volunteer, obviously we're always looking for people who can help us out financially, either by donating or coming on board to help us raise money. But we have some other really exciting programming as well. For example, we have um, a low income ticketing program. So basically we get sponsors to help cover the cost of a ticket for people who couldn't afford one. So we need help with stuff like running that program. We have a sensory sensitive program in which we try to make the environment of the theater a little bit more calm and have the lights up so that if anybody is a little bit more triggered by those things, they have a place where they can go. And so you can definitely volunteer with that. We're looking for sign language interpreters all the time for those programs,
Hmm.
and really just anybody who would want to help out with the play itself. So be it a costumer, a set designer, a director, we're constantly looking for talented people who want to join the team.
How cool. I will definitely keep my eyes peeled for people like that.
Thank you.
um, so uh, tell us, where do you perform?
So we're not stuck in a performance location. We tend to do one show every year at the main. This year, barring COVID, we're hoping to do a show at the Newhall Family Theater. And then we perform occasionally throughout the community at community events or private events as well.
How exciting. And is there a particular show you're doing this year?
Yes, for sure. Well, again, knock on wood. In 2022, we'll be performing Arsenic and Old Lace in March, and we're hoping to do Life Could Be a Dream at Newhall Family Theater, depending on the fluidity of the COVID situation.
Wow, that sounds really exciting. Um, so what type of music is in these programs?
So some are straight plays, for example, like Arsenic and Old Lace is just a play. You won't really see any music, but Life Could Be a Dream is a jukebox musical. So you'll hear a lot of stuff from like the 50s era. And then future programming is going to be another mixture of plays and musicals. We also have a singing group portfolio, which is available to the community for city events and private events. So that is always ready to go in case anybody gives us a phone
Hmm.
call. So they're out and around the city all the time performing at events.
Oh, okay. So you have two separate things, a singing group and an acting group.
Correct. We basically just try to create as many performance opportunities in the valley as possible. So portfolio, our singing group, is just kind of ready to go in case you need a national anthem or you need something at Christmas time. It's kind of a ready-made group that is ready anytime anybody approaches us with a need. And the plays are a little bit more like scheduled and rigid and ready to go at any time. But we try to do, 2 to 3 plays a year if we can, 2 to 3 musicals included in that as well as portfolio, the singing group.
Hmm. Would your singing group do private parties, weddings, quinceañeras, or
We're
anything?
open to anything. So if you need a
Mhm.
singing group, it's a small, intimate group. It's usually between like 8 to 12 people. And we will pretty much try to say yes to everything if we can make it work.
Mhm. And does it cost something to have them come?
It really depends on the event and
Uh-huh.
what's happening at the time and how much it would cost us to get the group there to perform for you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And does it depend on how many songs they're going to sing?
Yeah, if you wanted the group for like a 2 or 3 hour concert, it's definitely going to be a much bigger time commitment. But we
Mhm.
do free stuff all the time throughout the city, and we just want to be a part of this community that we love. So we're not looking to take advantage. We're really not looking to make money, but sometimes just to defer the cost, we do have to charge a little bit. But as a whole, we really try to keep the cost low or perform for free when possible.
Uh-huh. So do the singers and actors make any money?
We used to stipend, and then AB5 hit, and now we can't afford to make people employees. So we would love to stipend again, but that law would have to change in order for us to be able to do it. So for right now, everybody within the company is volunteer. I mean, nobody gets paid, not the board, not the director, nobody. And that hopefully will change if California kind of gets a little bit more lenient on those policies.
Oh, yeah. Well, obviously people do it out of the love of their heart. And so you must have some very dedicated
Yeah,
people.
we have an amazing team of volunteers. We're very, very lucky.
Wow. And we're lucky to have this right in our neighborhood here.
Yeah, right down the street.
I know. Well, how can people learn more about when you're going to be performing?
We have a website, olivebranchtheatricals.com, and we're also pretty active on social media. So we're constantly posting on Instagram or on Facebook, or you can just go over to the website and join our mailing list. But usually, social media is where you're going to find us first.
So on social media or on your website, can you tell us how we'd find you?
Yeah, if you just search Olive Branch Theatricals, we're going to be the first thing that pops up.
Hmm. Cool. And how much does it cost to come and see one of your shows?
So, part of our mission and our goal is to keep theater accessible to everybody. And part of that comes with a low income ticketing program where you can get a ticket donated for you if you can't afford the cost. But as a whole, we try to keep our ticket cost low to begin with. So right now we're only charging like $12 to $15 a ticket.
Hmm.
And that really just goes to covering the cost of rights and the cost of production itself. As we grow, that will hopefully not go up a lot, but we're really trying to just make ends meet and still provide real value to the community.
That's great. So you said your next big event is on the main.
At the main in Old Town Newhall.
Uh-huh. And what dates will you be there?
So we're performing in March. We're casting that at the end of January. That show tends to attract a lot of people. So if anybody's interested in auditioning, we should be announcing very soon when you can sign up for a time. I'm
Hmm.
assuming those are going to fill up really fast. So the quicker you follow us on socials or on the website, the sooner you're going to get updated on that and lock in a time slot. But the show goes up in March and tickets will be on sale pretty soon here.
Wonderful. Well, that's exciting, and I hope to come and see it.
I hope you do too.
Yeah, and I'll keep in mind looking for people that fit the description of all those different types of jobs that you need.
Thank you.
Mhm. Well, it has been great chatting with you, Stephanie. I want to remind everybody that we've been talking with Stephanie Davis, who represents the Olive Branch, a theatrical group, and I'm Catherine Williams, your local Santa Clarita Realtor. Bye-bye.